Om 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 Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनाम् अग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणाम् अधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृते नमे Hari Om to everyone again. Okay, so last week we were seeing the 22nd Chopai where it said Sabusukula hai tumari sarana, tumu rakshak kahu ko darna. So when we have surrendered to Hanumanji, then when he is the protector of us, then where is the fear? So that's what we were seeing that. And also we saw that, what Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, when you surrender to him 100% completely, then he is going to take care of you. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. When we talk about this Ananyas Chintayantoma, it's a Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He says, He for whom you work will supply you with your necessities. God made provisions for your support before He sent you into this world. So, he has kept everything for us ready, actually. Guruji always used to say, when the baby is in the tummy, okay, and when the baby is born, you know, who, who is it that makes the food for that baby? And it is Bhagavan, he knows what kind of food that baby needs, and that he provides in the breasts of the mother. So Bhagavan is there to take care of us, but we think, we are the one who are taking care of ourselves only. So in last class, I was telling you about this Vahamyaham. I told you the story about what is his name? That Mishra, Jagannath Mishra, who was writing the commentary on Bhagavad Gita in Sanskritam. And he felt that Vahamyaham, that means Vahamyaham means Bhagavan is going to carry it on his shoulders to you. So he felt, no, that is too much. How can Bhagavan can carry those things to his devotees? Dadamyaham is enough. He will give you that. So we saw that story, right? And then I was telling you, that yoga kshemam, that yoga and kshema. What is yoga? The whatever you need and whatever you have, whatever you need, Bhagavan says, I'll give it to you. And kshemam, whatever you have, I'll make sure I'll protect those things for you also. So there is this story here. Tulsidas ji, he was in Kashi, And one rich person had gave him quite a few things as gift, because he was very happy with Tulsidas ji's Ramakatha. And so, Tulsidas ji brought it home. He didn't have a huge house and a safety deposit box and everything. So he had a small kutia, and in the kutia he kept those things. And the two thieves saw this, and they said, okay, when Tulsidas goes to sleep, we will go ahead and steal those things. In the night, they came. And when they came, they saw in front of Tulsidas ji's kutia, there was one fair looking young man and a dark looking young man holding bows and arrow guarding the house. So the thieves, got said, okay, somebody is here guarding, after a while they will be gone, we'll come back. So they went away. So when they came back, they saw the same two people still there. The thieves tried to come 4 or 5 times during the night, and they could not enter the house of Tulsidas ji. And in the morning, the thieves came, and they were actually um, converted, in the sense, since they saw who were they, you must have guessed who were they, a dark and a fair person, that is Ram and Lakshman. And so the thieves had seen Ram and Lakshman, so their whole attitude had changed just because they saw Bhagwan. So they came in the morning to Tulsidas ji's kutia, and they said, please excuse us, we were trying to steal your stuff, but we couldn't. But we have one question for you. We didn't know that you have appointed some guards to your house. And who are those guards, the dark and fair person? Then Tulsidas ji realized that it is Ram and Lakshman. So he felt very bad. He said, Bhagavan has to come because I have this expensive stuff in my kutia. Right away, he brought everything outside and he distributed to all the people. And he said, Bhagavan doesn't have to do this for me. So this is Vahamyam. When Bhagavan says, I take care of you, he will take care of his devotees. And that is a promise that is given by Bhagavan. I will preserve what you already possess, that one. And Tumurakshaku Kahu Kodarana. Okay. So when we say we surrender, surrender does not mean that you don't act anymore. Surrender does not mean that Bhagavan is going to take care of you when it's said. It doesn't mean you don't act and Bhagavan comes and feeds you and he does all of your work. Okay, that is not what it means here. When it says Tumurakshaku Kahuko Dharna means he will protect you, he will look after you, and God has given the ability for us to act, and we must act selflessly. And here, when we say that, we keep on talking about faith and faith and faith in Bhagavan. When you surrender, when surrendering is having full faith in Bhagavan, that He takes care of you. And how do you get this faith? Swamiji says, faith is a result of many, many punya karmas, of your many, many lives, of previous lives here. And you cannot demand faith, and you cannot get it also. So when we read the life stories of so many devotees, that shows how strong their faith was. This is a real story that I'm going to tell you about the faith of a devotee. And this is there is a Gurudwara that is known as Gurudwara Sri Amb Sahib. Amb means mango, Am. So Amb Sahib, and this is actually is in Punjab. Even today it is there. And there is a story behind why it is called Amb Sahib. Okay. So there was this devotee, his name was Bhai Kurum. And this Bhai Kurum was from a very small village. And he came to Amritsar to see his guru Arjun Dev Ji. And it was a mango season, At that time, whoever had come, they were all giving some gifts to this Guru Sahib, that Arjun Devji, whatever they could afford and whatever the capability that they had or the status that they had. And there he saw that there was this one group of people from Kabul who brought so many mangoes as a gift to this Guru Sahib. And Bai Kurum felt very, very bad because he was from the place where they grew mangoes. He felt, I should also have brought some mangoes for my Guru. And that evening, they distributed all these mangoes to all the devotees. And Bai Kurum also got one mango. But he did not eat it, he kept it. And in the morning, he took that mango to his Guru, that is Guru Sahib Arjun Devji. Arjun Devji said, we gave this to you last night to eat as prasad. And his Bai Kurum said, yes, I know. But I felt bad because I come from mango place, okay, and I did not bring you any mango, so I'm giving this to you. So the Guru said, it's okay. You go ahead and eat this one. We gave it to you as prasad, but I will come to your grove and I will eat your mango. So Bai Kurum was very, very happy. And when he went to his village, he told all the people that Guru Sahib is going to come to eat mangoes in his grove. So they asked, okay, when is he coming? So Bai Kurum said, I didn't ask him because he's very, very busy. He will make some time and he will come. When he said he's coming, he's going to come. So he waited for him. The whole day passed. The Guru did not come. Days passed. He did not come. Months passed. He was not there. Years passed. Guru was not there. But Bhai Kurum said he is going to come. When he said he is going to come, he is going to come. That was his faith. And it is said, after Arjun Dev Ji, that is the Guru, he attained Mahasamadhi also. After him, two other gurus came. But Bhai Kurum, he's still waiting for Arjun Dev Ji that he is going to come. And the seventh Guru, he came to Bhai Kurum's grove. And he said, Bhai Kurum, give me your mango. And Bhai Kurum said, well, it is December. Mangoes don't grow at this time. But, you are great. But you can do whatever you wish to do. So if you feel like that you are going to get mangoes, you will get mangoes. So at that time, the Guru was Sri Hari Rai Sahib Ji. And he told Bhai Kurum to look at the tree under which this Guru was standing. And that tree was loaded with ripe mangoes. Right, Bhai Kurum couldn't believe that. He fell at the feet of the Guru and, asked for apology. And then he distributed the mangoes to everybody who had come with that Guru. So, and also Bhai Kurum, he requests this Sri Hari Rai Sahib Ji to give him the darshan of Guru Arjun Dev Ji, because he was the one who had said that he is going to come and eat mangoes. And it is said this Guru, this current Guru, actually showed that Arjun Dev Ji's farm also. So that mango tree, it's suddenly blooming and then bearing all the fruits, out of season, that only shows that Guru's ability to fulfill the needs of his devotees, both material and spiritual also. And it also shows Guru's compassion and how he nurtures the faith of the devotee also. Even today it is said, in this particular Gurudwar, they serve mangoes as the prasad during mango season. So if you want to read more about this one, you just Google it, okay? And you will see the picture of the Gurudwar and everything is there. So that is the faith, okay? So we have seen this faith of devotees in so many stories. Think of Shabari. What was her faith? Her faith, when she was still young, the Guru Matanga Muni, he left, saying that you stay here, Sri Ramji is going to come here and he will give you darshan. And she became an old lady. Still, she had the faith. My Guru said, Sri Ramji is going to come, so he is going to come. So that is the faith of Shabari. And, uh, so when we have full faith in Bhagavan, Bhagavan is going to take care of us. There is no question about that. Sabusukula hai tumari sarana, tumu rakshaka kahu ko darana. So all happiness is when we surrender to the Lord. And here it is Hanumanji who is the Lord here. So what is it that we surrender? We surrender our ego at the feet of the Lord and become an instrument in the hands of the Bhagavan there. So, to the extent we surrender, to that extent we experience that happiness. So, with complete surrender, there is that infinite happiness. So, here says, Tumuraksha kahu ko darana. Darana is fear, right? So, there are many kinds of fear in our life. Okay, so like a fear of losing near and dear ones, fear of losing wealth, even fear of losing our beauty. We are afraid of becoming old person also. How much of makeup we put, facelift, and all the coloring the hair. You all can think of it, right? So, we have some kind of a fear in our life also. Security, all these things. But what do? We try to, uh, we try different kinds of securities to keep away from this kind of fear. If we are have fear of the financial situations, we say, okay, let me save this many $1 million, then I'll be okay. But see, whatever the thing that we are doing, everything is perishable. It is not imperishable. But what is it that is imperishable? Bhagavan's grace and blessings, they are the ones that is imperishable. So when we have full faith in Bhagavan, Bhagavan will take care of us. So, you all must have heard that, so the poem, right? Footprints in the sand. So I don't have to say much about that one. So this person saw the two pairs of footprints on the sand. But at some times in life, he saw there was only one pair of footprint. So he felt Bhagavan was with me when I was very happy. I didn't have any trouble. But whenever I had difficulties, he left me because there is only one pair of footprints. Bhagavan whispered, "Oh, my dear child, I love you. I never leave you." Okay, especially during your trials. Those are the times I carried you. Those were the my footprints, not your footprints, right? So like this, Sabusuko lahe tumari sarana, tum rakshako kahu ko darana. When we have full faith in Bhagavan, okay, Bhagavan is going to protect us. Continuing the 23rd chaupai, आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोको हांकते कांपे. Apan teja, your teja. What is teja means? Teja means strength, the strength, the brilliance, the energy. So here Tulsidas ji is telling, your brilliance, your strength, your energy, samaro apai. You alone can control it. You alone are able to handle your own strength. Tino lok, all the three worlds, hankate kampe, tremble before your power. So honk actually means roar. Okay, when you roar, all the three worlds tremble. That's what it says here. So Hanumanji had tremendous power. Okay, we chant in the beginning, Atulita Baladama. So what is Atulita Baladama? So the Dhama is the abode of Bala, of strength. And Atulita, you cannot compare his strength with anybody. You cannot find anyone who is equal to his strength. So that is Atulita Baladama. So here it says Apanateju Samaro Apai. So we have seen the strength of Hanumanji in many, many occasions, right? He carried Bhagavan Sri Ramji and Lakshman on his shoulders. He leaped across the ocean. He brought the Sanjeevani mountain. So many things we have seen that shows how strong he was. There is a saying that a power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? But power corrupts only those people who use their power for selfishness and or for ruling over others or controlling others. Otherwise, the power does not corrupt you. Hanumanji had immense power. He was not corrupt at all because he used all his power in the service of Sri Ramchandraji, his Bhagavan, and never for his selfish reasons and never to dominate or control others also. So that is the reason his power did not go to his head. If we have a little power, that power goes to our head, but not Hanumanji's there. So here he surrendered to Bhagavan completely. So that is the reason power did not affect him. But of course, when he was a child, he was very powerful too, right? Because he had the blessings of all the devatas. So he was very, very powerful. So that power made him very mischievous. He did not use it to control others, but when you have power as a little child, you want to see, I can do this, I can do that. Jump from tree to tree to tree, or do some mischief things. So he used to go and pull the hair of the rishis who were sitting and doing meditation, or take their japamala and throw it in the river. So these rishis, they saw that this Hanumanji is very, very mischievous. So what they did was they cursed him. Not that he will lose the power completely, but they cursed in such a way that when the power is needed, he will get it, but somebody has to remind him that you have this power. So we have seen that also in Ramayana when they all came to the south of India looking for Sita ji, and Sampati had said that Sita ji is in Lanka. Then everybody is trying to see who can go across the ocean. Nobody can do that. And here Hanumanji is just sitting in a place, not saying a word. Then Jambavanji, he reminds him of his power. So at that time, what he become? Hema Shailabadeham. So he takes this form of this body, becomes like a mountain, mold, what is it? Mold, molten gold mountain. So like a gold, so that is how he became like that. So Tino Loko Hankate Kampai. So all the three worlds, as though trembling in fear. So they are afraid of him, not because Hanumanji controls them or exploits them, but those who are bad, those who are wicked, they only tremble at Hanumanji's power here. Now, Tinolok, what are these three worlds? We have heard about, Swarga, heavens, and Patala, below the earth, and the earth. So these three lokas. So these three lokas, if you take it as a Tino lok, they are kampe, they tremble. So the three worlds tremble at Hanumanji's strength or Hanumanji's roar here. And so what it means is, anyone who was wicked, for example, Patala, we'll take the Patala. So in Patala, Ahiravan was there and he had kidnapped Ramji and Lakshmanji. So they were afraid of Hanumanji. And Hanumanji went there and he freed Ramji and Lakshmanji there. And as a child, he went towards the sun, thinking it's a fruit. So sun was afraid of this little baby Hanumanji there. And on earth, Asuras trembled because they, like Rakshasas, we saw this in the Bhima Rupadari Asura Samhare. When we saw that Chaupai, we saw there how the Asuras were killed by Hanumanji. And some he didn't even have to kill. Out of fear only, they died. And there were some the Rakshasas who were pregnant. When the Hanumanji roared, out of fear, they miscarried also. So all those things we saw, that is how, he destroyed the Asuras on the earth here. It is, in Sri Ramcharitmanas, it is said that Hanumanji came and he burned the Lanka and all the Asuras were afraid of the monkey now. So when Ramji sent Angada, as the messenger to see if the war can be prevented. So when Angada went there, all these Rakshasas, the Asuras saw him and they said, oh my God, one monkey came and then monkey came, burned the Lanka. And now another monkey has come. We better not do anything to him or not make fun of him or anything like that. So they actually showed Angada the way to Ravana's palace because they were so afraid. So, what is this one? Tino lanka hagate kampai. It's only when people are wicked, only they are the one who are afraid of Hanumanji here. Now, subjectively speaking, what is this teen lok? So, it is our waking, dream, and deep sleep state. So, these are the three worlds that we live in. So, we have not seen Swarga or Patala, but we have seen, we are aware of the waking, dream, and the deep sleep state. Now, who is present in all these three states? Okay, so when we are awake, we are not present in the dream or the deep sleep. Same way, if we are in the dream state, we are not in the other two, waking and the deep sleep. And again, deep sleep means no, you are not there in the waking and the dreams. But who is there? That is there in all the three states. That is consciousness. Hanumanji as consciousness, he is there in all the three states. Apana teju samaro apai tino loko hankate kampai. So here this word teja is there. So I translated teja means brilliance, right? Or strength or power. So how does this teja come? Teja comes only through tapasya. And what is tapasya? That which purifies the impure mind. That is tapasya. There are many definitions. I'll just say 3 or 4 here. So that purifies the impure mind is tapasya, or that which destroys tamas and rajas and increases sattva, that is tapasya. Or it destroys, tapasya is that destroys the lower animal nature and generates divine nature. That is also tapasya. Or you can say taming the uncontrollable mind. That is also tapasya. Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, in the 17th chapter, Lord Krishna talks about different kinds of tapasya. Tapasya of the body, tapasya of the mind, tapasya of the speech, all those things he talks in that chapter. So here we see that Hanumanji had total control over his body, mind and speech. So with that tapasya, he had that unimaginable teja, unimaginable strength, the brilliance. It's not just Hanumanji who had teja. We also have teja. But in what has happened in us is that teja is scattered in all directions. And we don't have any control over our body, mind, senses, and speech. When it comes to body, I don't want to do exercise. When it comes to, the mind says, control your mind. It says, no, I want to watch TV. Control your senses. No, I want to eat pakoda. And control your speech. Forget about it. We say whatever we want to say, and even without thinking about what the consequences may be up from that. So we also have teja, but we have not concentrated in one place. For example, if you concentrate on speech, it is said that your speech becomes satya. Whatever the sankalpa you take, it becomes true. So teja is something that Bhagavan has given us also, but we are not using it properly. We are not concentrating it properly. We are not doing tapasya properly. Just a sun's rays, it is scattered everywhere. But if you take a convex lens and concentrate those rays, that has the power to burn anything. Okay, same way, if we also concentrate our teja, we also become strong. So this is apana teja samaro ape tino loko hankate kampe. Continuing 24th चौपाई, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. Bhuta pishacha, what we call as spirits, nikat nahi aave, they don't come near you. Jab, when they don't come near you, when Mahavira Nama, the name Mahavira, which is one of the names of Hanumanji, which means a great hero, Mahavira, great hero, or you can say exceedingly brave. Sunave is chanted. Actually, literally, Sunave means make someone listen to the name here. So, when Bhoot Pishach Nikat Nahi Ave Mahavir Jab Naam Sunave means when the name of Hanumanji, which is Mahavir, that is chanted, the evil spirits don't come near. So, Hanumanji's blessings is such, when you take his name or chant Hanuman Chalisa, none of the evil spirits have the strength to come close to that person. Guruji mentioned that one time in one place, a mother brought her daughter to Guruji and said, Guruji, this girl doesn't sleep. She's scared of sleeping. And out of exhaustion, if she falls asleep a little bit, she wakes up screaming. Please tell me what I should do. Guruji told her, teach the child Hanuman Chalisa and let the child chant Hanuman Chalisa before go to sleep. But till the child learns that Hanuman Chalisa, you chant the Hanuman Chalisa for the child. So the next time, after many years, Guruji was in the same place and he remembered that one. And it just so happened the mother also came and told Guruji how the girl, sleeps so sound and how that faith in that Hanuman Chalisa had brought such a difference in that girl's life also. There were no more nightmares or anything for that girl. One person asked Guruji, Guruji, do you believe in the Bhuta and Pishacha? Guruji said, I believe in you. Why not ghosts? So that person was not happy to hear that one. So Guruji said, oh, my dear person, don't be upset. I am also a ghost. I'm also a bhuta only. Because bhuta means that which exists. In Sanskritam, bhu means to be. Bhuta means which is. So everything is. That is bhuta. Okay. So, question for us. Does bhuta and pishacha exist? Yes, they do. We just saw the story of Tulsidas ji, right? Where the bhuta, a ghost, was instrumental for Tulsidas ji to have the darshan of Sri Ramchandra ji. That story I told you last week, right? And we also have heard in Bhagavad Purana that Dundukari became the Pishacha, and his brother Gokarna helped him to get relief. So if we believe our Shastras and Puranas, we should believe in ghosts and Bhuta and Pishacha also, right? So see, if you have noticed, when I told you about Tulsidas ji, I used the word Bhuta. But when I said about Dundukari, I said Pishacha. So what's the difference between Bhuta and Pishacha then? So Bhuta is generally considered as a ghost or a spirit of a deceased person. Sometimes, untimely death happens like an accident. So then the subtle body ejects from the physical body and it hangs around for a while before it finds another physical body. So that yoni is known as ghost. Okay. But what is pishacha? Pishacha is also a ghost, a spirit who led immoral life and died, okay, like a Dundukari. And that spirit is known as Pishacha. So Bhuta and Pishacha. So these are just different kinds of yonis, different kinds of beings that we can say. See, if Swamiji says, if we can lift ourselves to a psychic level, then we can experience these spirits also. So, you must have heard the people, like they have this crystal ball and they, they do all these things and they say they invite your, somebody that who has died and you were attached to like that, right? So if you go to that psychic level, you will be able to uh, experience them. But of course, many times they exploit people because people who have lost them, they are very emotionally were attached to those people, so they exploit also. Let's not talk about those things, okay? So a jiva that is disembodied, that means a jiva without a physical body is called a ghost. That's all. Okay. So when the subtle body takes a physical body, then it's no more a ghost. It's a human body then. So when this physical body is dropped, for some reason, okay, uh, and another body is not taken yet, for some reason, maybe a particular body that where the karma palas can be experienced is not available, or whatever the reason may be. Okay, that body, that subtle body waits for the proper physical body. So that time that is staying there, that subtle body also has the causal body also. Okay, and the mind and everything is there. So that is the ghost. That's all. In a case, so anything that doesn't have a physical body, disembodied, is a ghost here. Actually, all of us are ghosts. Do you know why? When we are in dream or in deep sleep, we are not aware of our physical body. There is only the subtle body. So all of us are ghosts also. Okay, in such that way. See, that reminds me, in Chennai, when Gurudev was went there, he was going to give some lectures on some Bhagavad Gita or Upanishad, I don't know. But in Chennai, people were against Gurudev. They said scriptures cannot be talked in English. It has to be talked only in Deva Bhasha, that is Sanskritam. And they boycotted him. But Gurudev, he says, you don't have to come, but I'm still going to talk about the scriptures. And he could not find a venue. There was one Muslim, he came forward and he said, I have a place, like a hall. It hasn't been used at all because it is said that there are ghosts in that hall. But if you want that, you can take that hall. So Gurudev said, good, I will take that one and I will talk to the ghosts. So he actually had the lectures in that hall. And the next day, one person asked, Gurudev, did you see any ghosts? So Gurudev said, yes. And he ran away also. And this person asked, how did he run away? Gurudev said, I asked for a donation. So, it's just a joke here, okay? Mahavira Jabu Namasuna. No, but this actually happened. I just told you about that one because, I always remember when Raghuji says, we have to go for donation, I always says, I'll remember this one, what Gurudev had said about this place, okay. So, Mahavira Jabu Sunave. So, when the name Mahavira is chanted, the evil spirits don't come near. Bhuta Pishacha Nikat Nahi Ave. See, these bhutas and bhuta and pishacha, they can only affect the weak minds, but not the strong minds. So when you chant Hanumanji's name and when you invoke Hanumanji's grace, okay, then you become brave also. So at that time, the spirits cannot bother you at all. So they don't even come near you. In Sri Ramaraksha Stotram, it is said, Patala Bhutala Vyoma Charina Chadma Charinaha Na Drashtumapi Shaktaste Rakshitam Ramanamabihi. So those who are protected by Ramanama, all these beings which roam about in this world in disguise, below the earth or above the earth, they will not be able to touch you, come anywhere near you. See, even in Vishnu Sahasranama, we chant where we say, Punyo Duswapna Nashanaha. Okay, so the one who removes the bad dreams. So, what it shows is when you invoke any name of Bhagavan, okay, with full faith before going to sleep, you will be free from bad dreams. But here, Tulsidas ji is writing the glories of Hanumanji. So this is one of the glory of him. So here Mahavir is Hanumanji's name. So he says Hanumanji, taking the name of Hanumanji, it will remove the bad dreams from you. But as I said, any name of Bhagwan, if you take, you will sleep peacefully. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he says, the devil never enters the house wherein songs in praise of God are always sung. Mahavira Jabanama Sunave, Nashe Rogo, Hare not नाशे रोग महावीर जब नाम सुवाए भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे. So this Mahavir, so I'm not going to go into detail about the Mahavir because we have already seen this word before. Mahavira Vikrama Bajrangi, we saw that one. So there we had seen who is a Mahavir. So according to the Shastra, the one who has the 5 kinds of heroism. If you go back to your notes, if you have made notes, you will see we talked about all 5 different kinds of Virata there. So, what are the 5 kinds of Viratas that we had talked about? Tyagavir, Dayavir, Vidyavir, Ranavir, and Danavir. So, the one who has these 5 kinds of heroism, he is known as Mahavira. So, Nama is greater than the Rupa, we say. So, the name Mahavir is one such name of Hanumanji. So भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. So continuing here, Tulsidas ji says, it is not just the bad dreams you can get rid of, you can get rid of any kind of diseases also by chanting Hanumanji's name. So the next chopa either says, Nashay rog hare sab pida japat nirantar hanamata bira. So Nashay rog. So all kinds of diseases. Sab rog. Okay, so all kinds of diseases and pida, all the pain. Okay, that nasha, it gets destroyed when you do japa of Hanumanji, the Veera Hanumanji, when like how long? Nirantara, all the time. So when you do this one, so if you listen to Swami Swarupanandaji's uh, discourse on Hanuman Chalisa, so here he talks about his health. He was very, very sick, and he's a great devotee of Hanumanji. And in the last class, I had mentioned it to you that he has done over 108 just satsangs on this Hanuman Chalisa. And he had total faith in Hanumanji. And he was able to come out of this particular disease. I don't remember the exact name that he talks about that, but he was able to come out of that one. And we have heard so many stories also where people chant with faith this Hanuman Chalisa, and they were gotten rid of their pain, and also diseases. So there are plenty of stories where where you can vouch for that. It really works. I also, when say somebody is sick, first thing I tell them is chant Hanuman Chalisa, because I also believe in that one. But we will see more details about this Chopai in our next class. Okay, so I just want to mention it to you. We don't have satsang next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the 28th. That's when Shantanandaji will be here. So we won't have any satsang on the 28th, but we will have the next satsang on February 4th, 2 weeks from now. And Shantanandaji, will be doing the Sampurna Bhagavad Gita. So in the morning, there is a Krishna Puja and Parayan of Bhagavad Gita, a few chapters. But we'll finish all the 18 chapters Parayan in 1 week. And Swamiji will talk about the whole Bhagavad Gita in 1 week in the evening, the discourses. So whoever is able to come, please do join and get benefited from this Gnana Yagna. Okay, good. So today Manu is going to chant Hanuman Chalisa. So before she starts chanting, let me ask you, who is going to chant on February 4th? Any raise of hands who have not done it? You want to do Revati? Okay. I'll make a note that you will chant on February 4th. Okay. So all of us will mute our computers and let Manu chant. Okay.
Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukura Sudhari Baranau Raghuvara Vimala Jas Jodayaka Palachari Buddhihina Tanu Janiki Sumira Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harhu Kalesha Vikar जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बलधामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजै कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजै शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज समारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरहि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई कहा भारत सम तुम प्रिय भाई सहस वदन तुमरो यश गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहिषा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कई सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वरी भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगति के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुलारे तुम रखवारे हो तना आज्ञा बिनु पैठारे सब सुकल है तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना आपन तेज तुम्हारो आपै तीनों लोक हांकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासे रोग सब नासे रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर अब जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे तासु अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्धि जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन्हा जानकी माता राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो तुम रघुपति के दासा तुमरो भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और न देवत चित्त न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट हटई मिटई सब पीरा जो स्मिरे हनुमत बलवीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव किनाई जैसे तवार पाठ कर कोई चोट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ई हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जयनाद हृदय महाडेरा पवनतनय संकटहरण मंगलमूर्तिरूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसव सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो सब संतन की जय.
Thank you, Manu. Thank you. So, Revati, so you chant on February 4th, okay? And
Sure.
whoever have not chanted, please come forward and you can chant one time too, okay? So we'll finish it here. Okay. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्ण अर्पणमस्तु.